Hi, I'm Ellis from Nathaniel Cars, and we're proud to be sponsoring Penybont FC as they get geared up for European football this season. Before their journey to Europe starts, however, we're getting a few members from the club behind the wheel of the all-electric MG4 to tell us a little bit about how they got there. So, Lyndon, just pulling out of Penybont Football Club, heading down to the Brewery Field ahead of the European game against Santa Coloma. We've got the players' reaction, they're obviously buzzing, the fans are excited, but I wanted to get you a reaction as a kit man. So what are you looking forward to?
Just the experience of it all, really. It's something we've been playing for the last 4 years now, since we got into the Welsh Prem, and everyone set their sights on it. It's nice to hit the target, but we need to get over this hurdle now. So it's just the build-up of it all, it is, you know?
Yeah, and it must be extra special for you, obviously, because your boy Billy is a massive part of the team, so it must be proud not only as a member of the staff, but as a parent as well, to see your boy out there playing in Europe.
Oh, massively, yeah. It's something he's talked about for a long time, since he was involved with Bryntirion and Penybont. And just seeing him realise his dream, really. You know, and being there and being part of it is very special.
Oh, fantastic. So, how did your involvement with Penybont, being a kit man, how do you get lumbered with that job then?
Well, I've always been involved with Bryntirion first, and then obviously with the merger, joined in with Penybont. But as a coach, I stepped down as a coach. Obviously knew Griff. I'd worked with him through Penybont for the 2 years, doing the academies and the reserves. And he just asked if I'd come on board. I'd spent a lot of time being involved in other teams and not getting to see Billy playing. So it was nice to be involved in not just helping Griff and the team, but being able to watch Billy as well. So it all worked out fine.
Oh, brilliant. And it must be a special feeling, not only being in Europe, but almost having this as the next chapter. You know, the club has come on leaps and bounds from obviously the merger, playing in the second division, getting promoted to Welsh Prem. What's it been like going on that journey with them and watching the club grow?
It's just been amazing. Just to watch the way that Griff has just turned that team around, you know. He set his stall out when he first come on board with Martin Giles, and they said within 3 years that he'd get us in the Premiership, which was a little bit scary because everyone talks about the financial things and how big a step it is, and we've never looked back, to be honest. But that's been down to his hard work, getting the right players involved, and then the boys just putting it on the paddock and taking it out onto the field, you know.
So what's it like then, being a Cymru Prem kit man? What's the stresses, what's the strains?
Just remembering everything, really. There's nothing worse than getting 10 miles away from Connors Quay and thinking, oh my God, I've left the tactic board or something like that, you know, or they often rip me about the speaker, and you know, so it's just that panic before I get on the minibus or in the van, making sure I've got everything for the boys to make sure that it's as comfortable for them to get out on the pitch and concentrate on the job in hand, really.
So, we're just coming into BRIDGEND town now. So you've been driving for a couple of minutes with the electric car, the MG4. What do you make of it so far?
Yeah, it's a lovely car, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I really enjoy it.
So have you driven electric before at all?
No, never before. It takes a little bit of getting used to, obviously, because I'm a stick man, but
yeah,
like you say, we've only been in it 3-4 minutes now, and I'm really comfortable, you know.
Obviously you'll be flying into Barcelona to play Santa Coloma, then getting a bus to Andorra, but if you had to take an electric car road trip from BRIDGEND to Andorra, you can take 2 people from Penybont with you. They can be players, staff, coaches, whatever. Who are you taking with you on that road trip and why?
Wow, that's a tough one, because there's a mix of characters there. I'd have to say Lee Charmer would be one of them, simply just because he'd make it humorous all the way.
Yeah.
And probably Kane Owen.
Yeah.
For the same reason, they like a chat. It wouldn't be a boring journey, you know?
No. Who's doing the driving out of those three then? Are you going to be lumbered with it or?
It'd be me, yeah, it definitely would be me. And they'd say it's because I'm used to driving the long trips. But they would humour me along the way, to be honest with you.
So obviously, as well as the boys improving on the pitch and getting promoted obviously to the Cymru Prem from what was the old Welsh League First Division, must have been a lot of stuff growing off the pitch and in the backroom staff. So have you noticed that the responsibilities for the staff and the coaches have ramped up as well?
Yes, it's obviously when you move up levels, the expectancy is a lot higher, you know, so the requirements then of physios and masseuse, and there's a lot of staff that have been added over the last 2-3 years, you know, as well as Lee Jarman's come in extra towards Griff and Gilo, so he's also adding the coaching side, you know.
Yeah, so obviously it's a semi-professional setup at Penybont, but it must be day to day, must feel very professional.
Yes, it does indeed, yeah. I think Griff's overall approach to everything is very professional, so that just filters down. You know, he likes everything done smart, done tidy, meticulous then. And that's the way he approaches the game, and that's the way he approaches his planning. So everything he wants done from there, from the top right the way down. So it filters through. The boys are very professional within their work rate, you know. They have fun when they need to have fun, but when it's time to switch on, they all switch on massively. So,
what sort of game do you think it'll be on Thursday?
It's hard to say, really. You don't know what sort of. You hear different stories about them. Obviously, they've had a few new signings, you know.
Yeah.
And on art, I hope it's a walkover and we win 3-4-0.
Yeah.
You know, it'll make the trip away a lot more easier and a lot more relaxing. But you know, they're in this draw for a reason, so we obviously have to be cautious. But I believe in Bont, you know, so I think that the boys are more than capable of doing the job. So watch this space.
Now, as we pull into the car park, there is one little thing we haven't told you. We've been measuring everyone's driving efficiency scores,
right,
as we've been going along. So another peer over, and you've got a fantastic 5.8 miles per kilowatt hour. So you're actually in the lead at the moment.
Oh, what do I win? What do I win this car?
Oh well, we can have that arranged, but that is a very, very tough score to beat.